The sky above Earth changed without warning. One moment it was blue and peaceful. The next, it was covered in giant shadows. Massive alien warships, dark and silent, blocked out the sun. They were so many that cities below turned into night. People screamed, traffic stopped. News channels across every country started broadcasting the same message. They're here. The Galactic Fleet had arrived. They came from deep space. Thousands of warships, carriers, and drones. It was the largest invasion force ever seen. It moved in silence, like a storm waiting to strike. Every alien species in the galaxy feared this fleet. Planets that had refused to join the Galactic Council were destroyed by them. Civilizations were wiped out in hours. Now they hovered above Earth. Panic spread across human governments. Emergency meetings started underground. Military bases across the globe went into lockdown. Fighter jets scrambled. Satellites tried to scan the ships, but failed. The fleet's technology was too advanced. Inside the alien flagship, a tall general with silver skin stood in front of a large screen showing Earth below. His face was calm, but cold. Behind him, alien officers spoke in their strange language. The humans must surrender in 3 rotations of their planet, one officer said. If they refuse, asked another. We show them what fear truly means. The general nodded. They will beg for mercy by the end. But something was wrong. A young alien officer walked in, confused. General, the humans, they are not hiding. The general turned. What? They are coming out. Onto rooftops, in their cities. They are looking up at us. The general moved to a window on the side of the ship and looked down. And there they were, on rooftops, balconies, hills, and beaches. Humans were gathering, not with weapons, but with cameras and smartphones. Children were waving. Some people even had lawn chairs. A man in New York held a sign that read, "Welcome to Earth. Please don't park on my house." People were laughing. A woman in Tokyo pointed up and made peace signs. In India, a group of people began dancing to loud music under the alien shadows. In Australia, someone flew a drone toward the ships and live-streamed the whole scene. The alien general narrowed his eyes. "Why aren't they afraid?" he said quietly. The silence on the bridge was heavy. Officers checked the scans again. There were weapons on Earth, yes, but none aimed up. No missiles were launched, no attacks, no warning, just smiles, just laughter. Back in Washington, the human president stood in a command room. He looked at the live footage from around the world. "They came to scare us," he said, "but people think it's a show." A young communications officer chuckled. "Sir, someone from EarthNet just sent a message to the alien ship." "What did it say?" the president asked. The officer smiled and read it out loud. "Welcome to orbit. Need snacks?" The entire room burst into laughter. Back in space, the alien general received the message. He read it 3 times. Then again. He didn't understand. "Snacks?" he asked. A translator beside him shrugged. "A human joke, I think." The general clenched his jaw. "They mock us." But he felt something deeper, a sense of confusion. And something he didn't want to name. Doubt. "Begin the scans," he ordered. His ship sent waves of scanners across Earth, checking cities, military bases, heat signatures, communication channels. No signs of panic. No major movements, no nuclear launches. Just calm. "This doesn't make sense," said his second-in-command. "Every species fears our arrival. They run. They cry. These humans, they laugh. They must be fools," the general said. "Or they know something." In a secret human base deep under the Rocky Mountains, a hidden panel opened. A man in a military uniform watched the alien fleet on a large screen. "They're watching our smiles," he said quietly. "But they forgot to ask what's behind them." Another soldier beside him smiled darkly. "Do we activate the response?" "Not yet," the commander said. "Let them believe we're weak. Let them think we're blind." He turned off the screen. "We've waited for this day." The alien general stood in silence. The message from Earth repeated again on the screen in front of him. Welcome to orbit. Need snacks? He did not understand these humans. This was not fear. This was not surrender. This was not the reaction they had seen from hundreds of other species. Humans were strange. A junior officer approached, holding a data pad. General, we have scanned their defense systems. And? The general asked. They are complicated. Strange layout. Hidden locations. Most of their weapons are not visible. But we found strong energy signals buried deep under mountains. Their cities may not be their true power. The general narrowed his eyes. Then where is it? We don't know yet, sir. But there's something else. He tapped a screen. A clip played, recorded from Earth's internet, intercepted by the fleet. It showed a group of human soldiers training inside a desert. Their speed, precision, and silence were impressive. The aliens watched the footage carefully. In the background, one soldier was laughing. The clip ended with the words, "Train like war is already here." The general sat down. They are hiding something. No species laughs when death is above their heads unless they have a reason. He looked at the Earth again through the window. From orbit, the planet looked small, blue and green, beautiful, fragile, but now, it didn't feel weak. He turned to his second-in-command. Send the first drone ship. Let's test them. A small scout ship left the fleet, breaking through the clouds and entering Earth's atmosphere. It flew over cities, recording data, measuring military activity, checking responses. Nothing. They mean us. Humans simply waved at the drone. Some threw paper airplanes at it. One man even tried to connect his phone to it via Bluetooth. Still nothing, the officer reported. They act like we are a circus. Then the drone reached a quiet forest area. No cities nearby, no signs of life. Suddenly, the video feed from the drone turned black. Gone. No signal. No sound. What happened? The general snapped. We don't know. It vanished. Another officer checked his readings. Sir, the drone didn't crash. It was shut down. Remotely. From Earth. How? The general demanded. There was no answer. Then, a signal came from Earth. Not a message. A video. The general opened it. It showed a group of human children in a classroom. They were watching a video of the Galactic Fleet arriving. The teacher asked, "What do we say if aliens come to scare us?" The children shouted together, smiling. We smile back. The video ended. Silence filled the alien war room. These people, the general said softly. They've been waiting. His second-in-command looked nervous now. Do we continue with Phase 2? The general didn't answer right away. He stared at Earth, deep in thought. They are hiding something, he whispered. Behind the laughter, behind the jokes. I want to know what. Back underground, in a hidden Earth facility, the commander in charge received a quiet alert. His screen blinked red. They sent a scout, said the technician beside him. And? The commander asked. We neutralized it. No signal returned to their fleet. The commander smiled. Good. Let them wonder. Let them think. He stood up and looked at the giant map on the wall, showing the alien fleet over Earth. They want fear? We give them mystery. The longer they guess, the more nervous they become. Then he whispered, They thought we were laughing at nothing. They're about to learn why. The Galactic Fleet prepared its next move. The general no longer trusted the silence from Earth. He ordered a small diplomatic team to land on the surface. 4 elite officers, trained for first contact. Their mission was clear. Talk to humans, learn their secrets, and return. The shuttle landed in a large open field near what humans called Nevada. Strange towers stood nearby. Some looked broken, some active. The aliens wore sleek armor and helmets, ready for trouble. But no army came. No weapons pointed at them. Instead, a single human walked out of a nearby building. He wore no armor, no weapons, just a dark suit and sunglasses. He looked calm, even amused. Welcome to Earth, he said. I'm Agent Keller. You came a long way. Want coffee? The alien commander looked at him, confused. We are here for information. We come in peace. Keller smiled. Of course, but you already broke into our skies, sent a drone to our forest, and scared a few dogs in Kansas. That doesn't look like peace." The aliens said nothing. "Let's talk inside," Keller said. "You'll like what we've prepared." The aliens followed him into the building. It looked old, but as they stepped deeper, things changed. The walls turned metallic. Lights glowed softly. Hidden doors opened to reveal deep tunnels and high-tech corridors. The alien officers exchanged nervous looks. "This technology, it's not civilian," one whispered. "This is military grade, but it's hidden." Inside the underground room, Keller offered them chairs. One alien sat, the others remained standing. "We've been watching you too," Keller said. "Not just your ships. We know your tactics. We've seen your past invasions. You scare, then conquer." The lead alien replied, "We do not conquer. We unite." "Right," Keller said with a smirk. "Unite with plasma bombs." He tapped the table. A screen lit up. It showed alien history, wars, burned planets, broken cities, all caused by the Galactic Fleet. The alien commander's eyes widened. "How do you have this?" "Because we listen," Keller said. "And we don't forget." Suddenly, alarms began to flash in the underground base. Keller stood calmly. "Looks like your fleet just moved again." Above Earth, the general had ordered ships into low orbit. The plan was to scare Earth just enough to pressure their leaders into full surrender. But Earth wasn't responding. Back underground, Keller looked at the aliens. "We knew you'd try this, and we set a trap." The alien commander stood quickly. "What trap?" Keller pressed a button. Dozens of screens turned on across the room, showing different points on Earth. Mountaintops, deep oceans, Arctic bases. Hidden launch sites began to activate. Giant weapons rose from the Earth. The alien commander's voice trembled. "These are planetary weapons?" Keller nodded. "And that's just the defense layer. You haven't seen our offense." The aliens rushed back to their shuttle. As they left the underground base, they finally saw what lay beyond. Human aircraft rising from hangars, mechs walking out from hidden bunkers, satellites powering up above the atmosphere. Earth had never been quiet, had been preparing. As the shuttle returned to the alien flagship, the alien general demanded a report. The commander spoke with shaking hands. "They knew everything. They've been hiding weapons. They knew we would come." The general stared out the window. Earth didn't look small anymore. It looked like a lion waiting in tall grass, calm, silent, but ready to strike. "They're laughing," the general said quietly, "because they're the ones holding the knife." He turned to his officers. "We need a new plan." The Galactic Fleet hovered above Earth, quiet now. Their ships no longer moved closer. They had seen enough. On board the main command ship, the alien general stood still, eyes locked on the blue planet below. "They were never weak," he whispered. "They were waiting." The room was tense. Officers whispered to one another, reviewing scans from the human launch sites. Dozens of defense weapons had been detected. Railguns in the mountains, laser towers in deserts, missile arrays hidden beneath cities. Even the oceans were armed. The general turned to his second-in-command. "We need more information. Why would a species so backward hide such power?" Back on Earth, Agent Keller stood inside a massive underground control room. All screens showed live feeds of alien ships. All weapons were ready. A group of human commanders, both men and women, sat around him. "We knew they'd come one day," one general said. "So we built everything underground. Quietly, silently." "They thought we were afraid," Keller said. "But we were only watching, learning, preparing." Years ago, when Earth's satellites picked up unknown objects outside the solar system, a secret plan had started. While humans on the surface went on with normal life, hundreds of facilities were built in secret, under cities, mountains, forests. Thousands of engineers, scientists, and soldiers worked in silence. Now, Earth wasn't just a planet with defense. It was a fortress. In a hidden jungle base, a young human soldier named Maya checked her plasma rifle. Her squad had trained every day for this moment. "They thought we were ants," she said. "Let's show them what kind of ants fight back." High above, the alien fleet picked up strange signals. They weren't military codes. They weren't warnings. They were music. Earth's satellites were broadcasting songs, jokes, and strange sounds to the fleet. Some of it didn't even make sense. One of the alien officers looked confused. "Why are they laughing?" "They're mocking us," the general said. "They want us to be nervous." He was right. Humans had learned long ago that fear was a weapon. If they could make the aliens doubt themselves, doubt their own strength, it would buy time. And time was all Earth needed. Suddenly, alarms blared. "Across the alien flagship, movement detected," a technician shouted. "Earth has launched ships. Small ones, fast ones." The general rushed to the screen. Multiple ships were rising from Earth's surface. Not massive warships, but sleek, fast craft armed with strange energy. One of them flew straight toward the command ship, then stopped. Just before impact, it hovered, waiting. Inside, a message played on all alien communication systems. "You entered our skies without asking. Now you're in our world. Leave in peace, or stay forever." The alien general felt cold. He realized something horrible. "This wasn't defense," he whispered. "It was bait. They wanted us to come." Suddenly, behind the alien fleet, hundreds of new Earth ships uncloaked from deep space. Humans had not only defended Earth, they had launched a counterfleet. The trap was closing. Silence filled the alien fleet. Their scanners blinked red. Hundreds of human ships surrounded them now, hidden before an Earth's shadows, moons, and deep space clouds. Some were massive, carriers, others sharp like spears, each one armed and locked on target. The alien general's heart raced. His army had traveled across galaxies, confident, proud. But now, for the first time in his long life, he felt fear. "How did they build this?" one of his officers whispered. "When did they do this?" The general had no answer. He only saw the truth. Humans had never been behind. They had been quiet, silent, clever. On Earth, the human command center lit up with green signals. Every squad was in place. Every ship stood ready. Agent Keller looked around the room. "Begin Phase 2, he said calmly. Instantly, the human fleet moved. Not with chaos, but with sharp, perfect coordination. Human fighters flew between the alien ships like sharks circling prey. They didn't fire. They waited. Above Earth, Maya's squad leader gave the order. "Engines hot. Hold your position. If they fire, we end them." Maya grinned inside her helmet. "Finally," she whispered. The alien general tried one last tactic. He opened a communication line. "This is General Yakor of the Galactic Fleet. We came in peace. We believed your species needed guidance." Keller's voice replied coldly. "You came with weapons. You called us weak. And now, you want peace?" The general hesitated. "We underestimated you." "No," Keller replied. "You disrespected us, and you laughed. That was your mistake." For a long second, both sides stared across space. Then one alien ship panicked. It fired a warning shot. A blue beam. It missed, but it was enough. The trap was now closed. Human ships responded instantly. Laser fire cut through space. Railguns launched magnetized rods faster than sound. One alien cruiser exploded, split in half. Others scattered. But the human ships didn't chase wildly. They hunted. On Earth, people gathered on rooftops again. This time, they weren't laughing. They were cheering. They watched live streams as human ships outmaneuvered the invaders. They saw how their species, once called primitive, was now leading one of the greatest space battles in history. In space, Maya's squad entered the alien command ship. Rooms once filled with proud officers now echoed with fear. The humans didn't destroy it. They captured it. The Galactic Fleet was beaten. Not wiped out, but forced to surrender. One by one, their ships shut down weapons, powered off shields, and sent surrender codes. Keller stood as messages poured in from other alien races. Some shocked, some silent, but all of them respected. Humanity had done the impossible. They turned fear into a trap. They turned laughter into power. And now they had a seat not just at the Galactic Council, but at the top,